Hi, folks. Dr. Dechek. I hope all is well. Now that we are close to the finishing line on the vaccine, I wanted to start checking in with you guys once again to impress upon you the importance of what's going on right now. Number one, nationally, unfortunately, we know that throughout the United States, the case numbers have gone up dramatically, well over 200,000 cases per day on the 7-day averages. That is a dramatic number of new cases per day. Unfortunately, in places like the Midwest and many of the rural hospitals, there is an extreme shortage of nursing care right now and ICU beds. Here in the New York area, the numbers are going up. Thank God, not at the rate that they are going up in some of the other parts of the country in terms of demand on the ICU, but there are new admissions every day. There is not enough monoclonal antibody to go around currently. The best standard of treatment right now we have is the use of monoclonal antibody, either the Regeneron or the Lilly product. The supplies are increasing every day, but there's just not enough right now for all the hospitals and the need here in the New York area. Hopefully that will get better in the next few weeks. And we'll be able to give more patients the monoclonal antibody therapy, which the FDA recently approved. For those of you who are currently sick with COVID, just to reiterate, the current standard of treatment outpatient is zinc anywhere from 50 to 100 milligrams a day, vitamin D 2 to 4,000 international units a day, and vitamin C 2 to 3,000 milligrams a day, as well as quercetin, which is a supplement, 4 to 500 milligrams a day. For those of you who fit into the high-risk groups, be it by age or by medical condition, you should seek out the even outpatient infusion of monoclonal antibody. It's very important right now that those at highest risk get monoclonal therapy quickly. For those who are hospitalized with low oxygen, they'll get it in most cases if the hospital has it available, as well as those hospitalized who have low oxygen who would be getting dexamethasone or steroid therapy. But very important if you're in a high-risk group to seek out one of the medical centers in your community to get monoclonal treatment. Here in the New York area, it's Mount Sinai, it's Northwell, Maimonides, Holy Name, and Teaneck. And some other centers do have outpatient options for infusion of monoclonal antibody. On the vaccine front, we're going to focus really on that in the next 2 weeks. The Pfizer and the Moderna are the first two up for approval right now. The FDA is meeting on the Pfizer vaccine tomorrow, Thursday. I believe Moderna is next week. They're already using the Pfizer product in the UK. We have to be careful right now. There's a lot of misinformation going on, and unfortunately the anti-vaccine community has done a great job at laying the groundwork for instilling fear in people about the prospect of a vaccine. The vaccine is the only way we have to achieve herd immunity. We cannot continue to allow people to just get sick and hope that we develop large-scale herd immunity. By the time that's done, we'll lose many hundreds of thousands of Americans. So clearly the vaccine is critical right now, and we need many doses of vaccine to get this done. The initial doses will be clearly given to healthcare workers and nursing home recipients, I believe, nursing home residents. By late January, I think the supplies will be widely more available to those in the high-risk groups, such as senior citizens who are living outside nursing homes and individuals over the age of 70. If you read today, in the headlines every day will freak everybody out, but today the big headlines were that 2 of the recipients of the vaccine yesterday in the UK developed an anaphylactic or overwhelming allergic reaction to the vaccine. It appears that that is true. However, both of those individuals had a history of anaphylactic reactions in the past. In fact, both of them carried EpiPens with them, which tells you that they were individuals who had a history of allergic reactions. So the FDA will look at that data to see if people who have a history of allergic reactions need to get the vaccine in a different setting. I think that the endpoint will be individuals with a history of anaphylactic or allergic reactions will have to receive it in a monitored environment like an office where they can be monitored for an hour or two, or in a hospital where they can be monitored for an hour or two after getting the vaccine. It should not deter people. This is a very important vaccine. It's a very effective vaccine at a 94 to 95% effective rate for preventing serious illness. The vaccine will not be approved if it is not safe. I believe approval is inevitable. I will be one of the first people online to get the vaccine when it comes out, as will any members of my family. I have great confidence in both of these vaccines. We're reviewing the data as it's released. Tomorrow, when the FDA finishes their review, they're going to release all of the data so all physicians who are interested and researchers can review the actual data. But it is a good vaccine, it is a safe vaccine, and it is a critical vaccine to prevent horrible outcomes with COVID. So let's all get ready for that, and we're going to talk about the vaccine a lot in the next week or two. I hope everybody is coping well at this point, and keep a great attitude. Imagine where we were in March and April a few months back. We had no prospect of a vaccine. We had no treatments available. We didn't have anything. We just had dire outcomes with very little hope for those patients who got critically sick. Today, we're in a much better place. The treatments are phenomenally better. We now have the reality of a vaccine within the next 2 weeks here in the United States. And I think the best thing we can do is to crush the misinformation mill. Don't believe a headline because it appears on a website. Don't believe a WhatsApp video because somebody put it out. Even if the rare physician who will put out some of these videos, some of them have put out outrageous videos. So all the physicians involved are working on that and getting the information straight for everybody. But I would put myself in the category of tremendously confident in this vaccine, both the Pfizer and the Moderna. And hopefully we'll all get immunized soon, and we'll have a very good coming year. I'm very optimistic about that, and I think everybody should be excited about that. So we'll check in with you in the next few days. I hope everybody has a great week. Take care.